Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eno. In today's video, we'll look at how we can install Linux Mint version 22 Wilma on a VMware Workstation. So I have VMware Workstation open here. Before we can begin the install, we need to get the ISO image. So we need to open a browser and you can just Google for Linux Mint download. And then we'll go to the linuxmint.com site. So I'm going with this first link here and I'm clicking on download Linux Mint. So it's Linux Mint 22 and the name is Wilma for this version. If we scroll down, we see we have different options. We have this option right here, Cinnamon, and then we have XFCE, we have Mate. So this is Mate is a classic desktop environment or traditional environment. And then we have Cinnamon is the more popular one, which has more features. And I already downloaded this onto my computer. It takes about, depending on your speed, it could take about 15 minutes or so to download. You can also look at the new features. And you can also look for release notes before you install it. So let's go ahead and begin the installation. Now on VMware Workstation, I'm gonna go to File, New Virtual Machine. I'm gonna go with Typical. I'm gonna click on Next. I'm gonna click this option. I will install the operating system later. Click Next. It's Linux. I'll go with Ubuntu, that's fine. Click Next. I'm gonna name this Linux Mint 22. I'm gonna go with the default installation location. I'm gonna click on Next. I'm gonna increase this to 30 GB for the disk size, and I'm gonna go with this option to split the virtual disk into multiple files. Click Next, and you can customize this. For instance, I use bridged because I like to be able to access this virtual machine from my local network. So I'll change that, and I'll click Close, click Finish, and it should be listed here. There it is. Before I begin the installation, I'm gonna change one setting here. I'm gonna right click and go to settings. Under CD DVD, we need to attach the ISO image. So use ISO image file. Browse to where you downloaded your ISO image. And it's under operating system, Linux Mint. And this is it right here. Linux Mint 22. So select it, click open. Now it's attached. I can click OK and make sure that this option is selected, connected power on. Click OK, and now I can, with this one selected, I can click on power on this virtual machine. And then it's saying start Linux Mint, so I'm gonna go with that option. Just gonna press enter. Okay, here we see that we have a disk that says install Linux Mint. We'll select it. Just double click on it. On this screen, we'll need to select the language here. I'm going with English. I'll click continue. And then for the keyboard layout, I'm going with English US, continue. And I'll select the option to install multimedia codecs, and then I'll click continue. And here it's asking if we want to erase the disk and install Linux Mint. Yes, this is the option we want. I'll click install now. Click continue. Here you have to select your region. I'm going to go with the default selected region here. I'll click continue. We'll need to put in our name, the computer name, and then we'll need to choose a password here. So let me just put a name here. Let me change this to Linux Mint 22. I'll go with the username. I'll put in a password. Then I will repeat the password. And then I'm going to go with the option to require my password to log in. I'll click continue. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause the video. It might take a while to copy files and install. I'll come back if we need to input any information. So at this point, the installation is done and we need to do a reboot or a restart. So click on restart now. And I'll come back once it's done rebooting. Yeah, so on this window, we see it says to remove the installation media and then press enter. What we need to do is to go to this settings and then we need to go to CD DVD and then check connected power on, click OK. Then we'll need to press enter. And now we are at the login screen. Let's go ahead and put in a password. And this is the welcome window here. You can follow these steps or you can just X out. One of the things you might want to check is you can verify the version. Just open the terminal. Let's increase the font size, preferences, and customize or custom font. Increase this to, so I'll go with 17 here. I'll click select. Now it's increased to 17. I'll close this. I can do just to cut PC OS release, and that should show us the version here that we are running, version 22 Wilma. You can also verify we have a valid IP. You do IP address. I have a valid IP. You can ping a site to verify you have connectivity. You can say ping google.com. So let me send count 3. So I can ping google.com. There's other things you can do for a new install. One of the things you might want to do is you want to make sure that the software packages are up to date. You can do that via the terminal. So the command you'll need to run is sudo apt. Let's do sudo apt update. Put in our password again. That should update the system packages. If you needed to upgrade, it's saying there's 179 packages that can be upgraded. You can do sudo apt upgrade -y for yes, and this could take a minute, so I'm not gonna do it. And another thing you might want to do is you might want to install additional drivers. I can minimize this, go to the menu here, and then you just want to search for driver manager. You can do administration, driver manager. Look for drivers, any recommended drivers, you can go ahead and install those ones. So right now there's no drivers needed. You could also install any additional software that you use. For instance, if you watch videos, you might want to install VLC. You can do sudo apt install VLC. For yes, and that should install VLC for you. Another thing you might want to do is you can configure your update manager so that you can do automatic software upgrades for you. So the VLC is installed. We go back to the menu and administration, software manager. Okay, here what you can do is you can just set up your preferences for software upgrades. Just click on preferences. So there you go. Here you can also install software from here. So that's some of the few things you can do after your new install. That's all for this video. I hope this information has been helpful. I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.